So that's what it is. The Nigeria Professional Football League keeps getting competitive. Warri Wolves, they are giving aim by a tough chase after going to Enugu Rangers to pick a point. But that's not what got us talking after match day 33. The game between El Kanemi Warriors and Ifeanyi Ubah couldn't take place. Now, the league management company came out yesterday with this resolution that Ifeanyi Ubah versus El Kanemi Warriors match day 33 fixture has been rescheduled. It also says that El Kanemi will face heavy monetary sanction for lack of diligence in botched match against Ifeanyi Ubah. Ifeanyi Ubah versus El Kanemi Warriors, that match day 33 game will now be played on Wednesday, October the 28th. El Kanemi Warriors will bear the brunt of match day 33 adjustments. They will pay 2 million naira for organizing the botched match and 240,000 naira assumed revenue not earned by the host team. Tough one for them. I said El Kanemi players also got strong reprimand. Follow the rules or get 1 year ban. Now, guys, let's talk about this before we get to hear from the parties involved. Today, it's good to know that the LMC, they're coming tough. I also asked the question, a team that can't pay the players to play games, where would they get 2 million to actually pay for this? Yeah, that's a lot of money. But again, I said, yeah, even if I'm wondering, but it also serves as warning to other clubs that the LMC, they mean business.
Well, this particular match is, I mean, it's the controversy is interesting because according to Ifeanyi Ubah, the walkover modalities were properly conducted in the presence of league management officials. So for them to now ask to reschedule this game and replay it, it beats their imagination.
That's it. They don't seem to understand it. Let's go to Nnewi in Anambra State, where the chairman of Ifeanyi Ubah, Chukwuma Ubah, is standing by to join us on the show. Good evening and welcome to Sports Tonight. Hello, Chukwuma. Good evening and welcome to the show.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay, we're still talking about that match day 33 game that your club was supposed to play with El Kanemi. Now, after seeing the statement from the league management company, what is the stance of Ifeanyi Ubah?
Well, first and foremost, I want to thank you for this interest you have in this because it's quite surprising that at this point we're talking about this because there's been instances of walkovers in previous matches. For instance, the Dolphins match in in Tunisia. We all know what happened there, and Heartland in Gabon, the Confederation Cup, Cup Confederation. But they came in late. This was the situation where they came in late and they were walked over. But in this situation, the walkover formalities were properly conducted, and we were all there. Our fans were there. The match officials, because when we're talking about this, I think it's very important we also get the match commissioner, involved to know what exactly he reported, because this is not something we should be talking about at this point. And like I said, I'm still in shock that we're talking about where we're still thinking of, we're still not sure of having our 3 points and 3 goals that is due to us. So because throughout that day and the day after, I was always on the log table looking to get it uploaded, but I realized even up to this moment, it's not been awarded to us. So other log tables, have us at being placed on the 9th position as against what we're having on the LMC table. So I just pray that they just sit back and know that it's not just about FC Ifeanyi, but it's about Nigerian football, because the world is watching, and it's very, very important the needful is done, because that is the standard, and there are rules and regulations guiding all this. All walkover formalities were properly conducted, and I'm surprised that at this point we're still talking about this.
Okay, let's talk about the rules and regulations. The LMC rules states that clubs are supposed to inform them about 65 days if they're to abandon a game. And again, they have the power to recall any decision. And that's why they're saying this game will be replayed. But I'm concerned about this. Has Ifeanyi Ubah been contacted officially by the LMC that this game will be replayed?
Well, I just got to know about that this evening officially. I've been hearing about that, but I took it as a hearsay. But I just got to know about that not up to an hour through an email. But another thing is, talking about formalities and the procedure, we are supposed to be notified, I think, a minimum of 24 hours before the match, if that game was going to be called off, or if it was going to be rescheduled. So I'm still talking about the formalities of the walkover, because, the officials are there, and it's very important that all these people are got, are contacted so that they will say, maybe they didn't report properly, because up to this moment, like I said, I'm still surprised that we're talking about scheduling a match which is supposed to have been played and forgotten.
Okay, before I let you go, will Ifeanyi Ubah honor that rescheduled game on the 28th of October?
Well, that is a very, very. I have to sit up with our management, because it's not it's not in any way a risk, with LMC. But I'm trying to raise a point here that we should do the needful. So I wouldn't want to say anything about that for now, because we just have to do the needful and let's play by the rules. That's all I have to say.
Thank you so much, Chukwuma Ubah, for speaking to us tonight on the show.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay, that's what it is. Chukwuma Ubah is the chairman of Ifeanyi Ubah Football Club. We're trying to understand what really went wrong, guys. And after listening to them and customers, it says the walkover formalities were done and concluded. And that's why they went on with it.
Yeah, exactly. For me, he even cited an example of Dolphins and the other team, and Heartland, who were walked over as well. They actually came in late for their games in the Confederations Cup. That is a CAF competition, and of course, it's in the rules of the LMC that in cases like this too. So I do not understand why the LMC, maybe they have to come out and explain to us why they did what they did.
The issue here is, you must, according to what he said, and according to LMC rules, if a match is not going to be played, for whatever reason, you must inform the LMC at least 24 hours before.
Yeah,
so the question is this: did El Kanemi inform the LMC during the stipulated 24-hour window?
Yeah.
When was this? Do I say this message? When was it received?
Yeah.
Because, and in what medium? Was it a text message? Was it an email? Did they copy Ifeanyi Ubah, who was supposed to be their host as well? So it raises so many questions.
El Kanemi said they sent a mail on the 10th. LMC said they got it on the 11th.
So who is lying?
So who is lying?
So the messages are very clear. Internet is very simple, or even technology is very simple. If you did send a message on the 10th,
you'll get it in the matter of seconds.
It will state very clearly there the day and time
it was sent.
The message was received, whether it was via text, whether it was a phone call, or whether it was through the internet. Then there's also the issue of Ifeanyi Ubah as well. You look at the situation where the LMC has awarded them 2 million naira in damage, 2 million naira, 240,000 naira in lost revenue, 2 million naira for organizing the match. Then you also think that the fact that they have a decent team and they are playing at home, shouldn't they feel mollified somewhat?
But they wouldn't, because
because I'm thinking if Ifeanyi Ubah is good enough to, surely before that match, they were confident of probably beating El Kanemi.
It will never be the same. It will never be the same.
Assumed revenue that you lost that day.
They talked about goal difference.
The replayed match will also probably see spectators, which means you probably get double revenue.
You know what,
What if they lost that match?
You know what?
And you still get.
What if they lose that match?
Well, it's still conjecture.